morning. It is day 78 of our Araroa through hike, and it is 9:15 and we're still in camp. There we are, we've all packed up. But we've only got 15 k's to do today, so we had a lovely big sleep in this morning here. It was so quiet. You can hear nothing up here. There's no bird life, just the running water of the stream that's just down this road that we're on here. So we thought they would have a late start. We've got about 15 k's to do today, so we're going up this hill that's behind me here. And then we are heading back into the forest, and I'm assuming the mud. So about 4 k's up this road, and then maybe 9.5, 10 k's through the forest, and then another little bit of road walking, I think. So we're in a hut tonight. It's a privately run hut, and because we're going to be so early, we've definitely got a bed in there, but anyway, we'll see what it's like. We're really happy in the tent, so sometimes it's just good to be able to use a communal kitchen and have a bathroom, but and sleep in the tent. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, we had a good night in here last night. It rained quite heavily this morning, so the tent was quite wet, but and another reason that we've sort of just really taken our time this morning, because we've just been waiting for that tent to dry out, which it is now. So we'll get going and check in again a bit later. We're at Bald Hill, so we've climbed this morning, and we're at the highest that we're going to go today, which is...
We think it is anyway.
Yeah, we think it is. It's 805 metres above sea level here, the big repeater station, so we'll definitely get mobile reception here. And...
It's a mobile tower, what you do.
Yeah, and... whether the video is going to pick it up, but down there is Bluff. Yeah, it's on a nice day. I reckon you'd be able to get a really good view of that. Yeah, and there's a bay in the gloom that we walked around. And that's a hill that we've come up.
Those are the hills that come over.
Yeah, and that's what we've come over. There's snow markers up here, so clearly it does get pretty cold, well, colder. Back in the forest again. So there's definitely more mud on this side, which we were expecting, but it didn't take us long to find it. It's not as deep as the worst of it yesterday yet, but we've only just come in. But yeah, there's a lot of water lying around. We just finished the Longwoods. So we're just out. It's about 12:30, And yeah, we're done. So I can honestly say that I just thought that that was a very cool adventure. I don't know whether it's because we're just so fresh out of the Araroas, and in the Araroa mud I thought I was going to die at least 10 times an hour. But yeah, I mean the mud was a lot. There was a lot of mud through the longwoods, but it wasn't that bad. So it was. It wasn't. It wasn't like slippery, treacherous mud. It was just wade your way through mud.
What are you talking about? I fell over, buddy, so many times.
Yeah, and Paul fell over twice, and I didn't fall over at all in 2 days. So that's an all-time new record. So what were your highlights, Paul?
Probably pushing on after we got to Martin's hut and getting to a really nice campsite last night. But we were pretty shattered.
Yeah.
We've been over like 12 hours 40 or something we've been going for, and we hadn't stuffed around anywhere.
Yeah.
We had really short stops.
But geez, it was worth it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that campsite was really cool.
And it got us through the worst of the mud.
Yeah.
We-
Because I don't know whether I would have wanted to. I mean, you'd do it, but like that 10k of mud before Martin's was probably much worse than what we saw today.
Martin's was nice enough, but you knew there were more people coming behind us, and there was a guy that had decided to stay in there for 2 nights.
That's
so
right.
There wasn't enough room for everyone.
Yeah.
Somebody would have to sleep on the floor, and we would have been able to get a bunk because we were number 2 and 3 into the hut.
Yeah, but we were also so early, so it was sort of okay for us to push on.
It was a nice enough hut. Actually, it was for an old hut that was actually quite comfortable, and a guy that was staying there had a fire going.
Yeah.
Don't know how long his firewood was going to last him, but
Yeah.
but it was pretty smoky in there because it's an old style hut.
Yeah.
But it was certainly warm and comfortable in there. But we
Yeah.
just basically made another wrap and got the hell out of there. We probably only in there for 15 minutes.
Yeah, not long.
And then 15, 20 minutes, and then we're on our way.
Yeah.
But the camp last night when we got into, we had to wash a shitload of mud off us, and we were absolutely...
Yeah, so we had this like little mountain creek stream thing, just virtually straight across the road from the campsite, and that made life much easier when we got in last night, because we could just get the tent up and then just pop across to that little stream, which was flowing quite quickly, and just get the worst of the mud off. So
basically cooked dinner.
and we basically then ate dinner and then went to bed.
So we're pretty shattered by the time we got to bed, but also just that cold, like
it was cold.
Freezing, and you just didn't warm up.
Yeah.
I ended up going to bed with my down jacket on inside my sleeping bag, and I still didn't feel warm.
Yeah,
so
it was probably the coldest night that we've had.
Yeah, but it's
a whole
because
lot.
we had a big day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So I absolutely loved the forest on both sides of the hill. It was stunning. It's just so beautiful and so different depending on where you were. So I love the forest.
Water races were
Oh yeah, the Chinese water races were so cool. So we stopped and
just kilometres.
and just like looked at and we were so amazed with the efforts that those guys had put in to get those water races through, and some of the places that they had them, like it would have taken years to work their way through and get those water races working properly, because the trees are huge in there, and so cutting around or cutting down the tree and then removing the roots, if that's actually how they did it, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming it is, to get the water to run properly, would have just taken such a huge amount of effort and such a long time. So I also thought it was really cool when we came out of the mud yesterday and we came into Martin's, and there was just smoke billowing out of the chimney. So it was just like, it was pretty cool because it was quite overcast and cloudy and
pouring with rain.
Well, it was pouring with rain. That's right. Yeah, it was. So so it was neat to see the smoke billowing out of the chimney, and Oh, the trail magic. So we got to the top of one of the big hills, our biggest climb, and there was two English guys there, and they were coming the opposite direction, but we spoke to them for a while. But yeah, there was a esky full of soft drink and some beer and two deck chairs that had been tied down so that they didn't blow away. So that we spoke to those guys for a bit and had a ginger beer and a Coke, and so that was really cool. And
thanks very much to whoever put that
that was just such a highlight yesterday afternoon. And I know, just like getting into that tent last night and knowing we'd had such a big day and we'd done it, and getting warm and having something to eat, and yeah, it was a really good feeling. So, and now we've done the Longwood, so now we have got a couple of Ks, to get down to the hut. Will be nice and early, so we'll get in there and get some more food. Yeah, so everything's pretty wet, but that's all right.
Clothing's dried, just tent's wet.
But yeah, in summary, I guess I can honestly say that the Longwoods was amazing. It was such a cool adventure. It was muddy, but it was fun. Like, I think we had a really good time over the last couple of days, hey?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
There was some massive swamps that were like places to come into, and it was just like you could see no way around it.
Yeah, so you just go through it.
Yeah. You just bite the bullet and pay off straight.
Yeah. But it was fun.
Sometimes you get it wrong, and sometimes you get it right.
Yeah, and my advantage was that I got to see what he did. So if it looked like it was going to be too shitty, I'd just go on pick another adventure. Anyway, we'll get going and check in when we get down to the hut. We've got deer on this side and sheep on this side. These very fat Southland lamb there. Another one. So we're about 3 Ks now from Merriview hut, and the weather's a bit different down here, so it's much clearer down the lower that we've come off the mountain. So we're going to try and get in and get the tent out, get it all dried out, because we'll be in so early into this hut this afternoon. Get everything dried out. It's just after 2:30 and we've made it to this little Merriview hut. So it sleeps 5, 2 bunks and a single. We've got a little kitchen area there with water. There's a long drop toilet, and it's quite cute in here. So there's a couple of bunks, single, and Paul. Found Paul.
You need to put your stuff in.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it'll be good for us in here tonight. And we've got this lovely area out here for putting a tent up if you wanted to, but we're going to stay in the bunks tonight.